10 stretches for beginners. Number 1, standing calf stretch. Place your hands on a wall or solid surface and step back with one foot. Turn the toes of your back foot inward slightly and press your heel into the ground to feel a stretch in the calf of the back leg and for a deeper stretch. Bend the front leg more for a deeper stretch, or move the back leg back until you feel it stretch. Careful not to overdo if you're not used to this as yet. Number 2, standing inner thigh stretch. Standing up, stand with feet wider than hips and toes facing straight ahead. Lunge to one side by bending the knee and sitting the hips back, keeping the other leg straight. You should feel a stretch in the inner thigh of the straight leg pretty quickly. Number 3, standing hamstring stretch. Standing, place one heel out in front, with your toes up, and keep that leg straight as you sit your hips back like you're sitting in a chair. You should feel the stretch from the back of the straight leg. Number 4, standing quad stretch. Standing, hold onto a chair, wall, or tabletop. The higher the better in a way for balance as you bend one knee and grab the foot behind you. Squeeze your glutes and bring your stretching leg back until your thighs are even. You should feel the stretch on the front of the thigh on the bent leg. If this stretch is too intense, put a towel or band around your foot and gently pull the towel or band up toward your glutes to allow your knee to bend as far as you can to feel a comfortable stretch. Number 5, standing hip flexor stretch. Standing, step one foot back with both feet facing straight ahead. Raise the arm on the same side as the back leg. Reach up and over your head slightly. You can also rotate your upper body away from the front leg slightly to deepen the stretch. You will feel the stretch on the front of the hip of the back leg. Number 6, standing lat stretch. You can use a chair, countertop, or any surface of a similar height. Place one or both hands on the surface, and bend at the waist while you press your chest down toward the ground. Keep the hips tucked under and the abs tight to avoid arching the back.
Start.
You should feel the stretch under the arm and along the side of the ribs. Number 7, standing chest stretch. Bend your elbow to 90 degrees and place your forearm on a doorway or wall with the elbow at or just below shoulder height. Step forward slightly to feel a stretch across the chest and shoulder of the arm on the wall. Number 8, standing or seated traps stretch. This stretch can be done seated or standing. Sit up tall, with your shoulders down and pulled back and your ears stacked over your shoulders. Place one hand on top of your head and very gently pull your ear to the side towards your shoulder. You should feel this stretch in your traps where most of us feel the tension in the neck. Number 9, standing or seated levator scapulae stretch. This stretch can be done seated or standing. Sit up tall, with your shoulders down and pulled back and your ears stacked over your shoulders. Place one hand on top of your head with your nose and elbow in line. Gently pull your nose down toward your armpit. You'll feel this stretch from the base of your head, and in the neck, down to the top of the shoulder blade. Number 10, kneeling or standing thoracic spine stretch. Kneeling, get on all fours, tighten the abs, and place one hand behind your head. Exhale and reach the elbow of the bent arm toward the opposite armpit, and then inhale as you bring the elbow up toward the sky. It will look like you're rotating your elbow down and then up to stretch the upper back. Instead of holding this stretch, do 5 to 8 slow repetitions of rotating down and up before switching sides. I would like to thank NASM.org for putting this together, and they do host lots for beginners, so maybe check them out. Please feel free to check out my links in the bio. And as always, take care of yourself. It's okay if you can't reach your elbow very high, don't force it. Standing, same motion, but you'll stand with one hand on the seat or back of a chair. Remember to keep your knees slightly bent in this position and start with your back flat.